an older intro does not make it excusable. It's not necessary for parts. Skip it or else.
And that's real. And then he grows up and gets a belt.
At number 60, we have the poster boy for Ruby, otherwise known as Groudon.
Now he's cool.
Now, before you throw a
he
shit fit for Groudon being at only number 60, just hear me out, please. In all honesty, Groudon is my least favorite of the weather trio. That's not to say I don't like Groudon. I mean, he's on this list for a reason. Like almost every other mascot legendary, Groudon has uber stats. His two greatest stats are attack and defense. Being that he's known as a continent Pokemon, it's easy to see why that is. Groudon has the highest attack and base stat total of all ground-type Pokemon, which is rightfully so.
I like the battle music. I be vibing.
Only legendary ground-type aside from Landorus.
What
Groudon's
the
attack
fuck, bro? I don't know none of these guys.
438, and his defense can even get as high as 416. Sweet lord. Groudon is the heaviest Pokemon in existence, weighing in at 2,095 pounds. Damn.
And he just came out of a fucking
Also,
pool of
Groudon's
molten lava.
is pretty complex. Since it's a mono ground type, it's quite awesome that Groudon's able to learn fire and even a grass type move. It's easy to see why Team Magma wants Groudon so badly, because he's a tough motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying about that motherfucker.
We haven't seen any adorable Pokemon since part 1, so how about we put another at 59? Looks like Furret is next. Okay, I know I'm gonna lose a crapload of masculinity points for this, but I need to say it. Oh, what a cute little ferret. This is so cute, little fuzzy wuzzy. Snap out of it! You're a man, damn it! Alright, let's go through this like...
Yo, but that's Liddy, though.
Okay. Now, we all know that most mono-normal types are statistically mediocre. And Furret is unfortunately no exception.
Furret.
Base stat total is 415. Yeah, I know, truly abysmal. But that still doesn't change the fact that I love Furret.
I was about to say, that's what it's good for.
I love ferrets. They're just so cute and fluffy and gah! So much cuteness.
You can say Bidoof is number 1 for real?
I'm crazy! I need to relax. Ugh. Midbus, hand me a Mountain Dew, will ya? What? We're out? Well, what can I drink to get this fluffy, cute, ferret, lovey-dovey shit out of the way?
Drink beer! It makes you go Super Saiyan!
Okay, but where the hell am I gonna get some beer? Ow! Watch where you're throwing that, you swine. Midbus? Why the hell do you have beer anyway? Well, no matter. Let's hope this cures my ferret obsession. Huh. Well, I don't feel any dip. Holy shit, this actually works! Now let's test it out. Oh, it's so cute. Damn it! Well, looks like
Didn't work. It's okay to think Pokemon are cute. I've always loved Togepi.
You might want to stay away from beer. Just saying.
This fool's so dumb. He definitely,
Now this is a weird Pokemon. Electros
he's definitely getting his flow together as he progresses.
Just like everyone else, the
Not
first
that the
time
beginning
I
was
saw
not
Electros,
flowing, but it's just, I feel like
said,
it's like, you know,
what the hell? Out loud.
a little more engaging.
Okay. Weird appearance set aside, Electros is
That motherfucker
awesome
looks
Pokemon
like they
for
fucking
this eel
designed him on a
Hey,
vibrating
is
disc,
one of the better electric types from Gen 5. Take
or
note,
while going
people.
off-roading.
Even Cynthia, of all people, has an Electros on her team. That's how you know it's good. So, being that I keep blabbing about how strong it is,
Look at him.
let's see why
He
that
look,
is.
I just watched Parasite.
First
He looked
off,
like a
this
parasite.
thing has no weaknesses. Nope. Nothing.
None?
Well, Electros is a mono-electric type. He has the levitate ability, meaning that
He
he's
put the hands on the
completely immune to
electrical type.
ground type attacks, aka his only weakness. I really don't see how this could be, as his feet are always touching the damn ground. But hell, I'm not complaining. Electros' base stat total is 515. May not be the highest, but it's definitely a reliable number. Being that he's a physically based amphibious lamprey with no weaknesses, It's needless to say that he would make an excellent
Yeah.
addition to a Gen 5 team.
Look at it. That'll be crazy. Don't want no head from him.
I'm not sure if you were expecting this or not, but here you go, Dragonite fans. He is on the list. Yes, I happen to have a soft spot for the original pseudo-legendary Dragon type. Now, before I go into detail about why I like Dragonite, I have to say something that might piss some of you off. Dragonite was an original contender for my overrated Pokemon list. Yeah, I personally think that he gets too much attention. But hey, you could find my number one.
Bro, but listen. Yes, he's not like as godly as people think, but he's fucking lit. Dragonite is one of my favorites.
Overrated, and that would be just fine. So we cool, right? All right. Now onto the reasons why I like Dragonite. Back in the day playing Red and Blue, if you had a Dragonite, you were the fucking champ. Pun intended. Dragonite and his pre-evolutions were the only dragon types until Kingdra came along. Being a pseudo-legendary, Dragonite is incredibly strong, with its base stat total being 6.
It's that hyper beam for me, baby.
Wow. Dragonite's attack can reach a maximum of 403. So it's best not to piss him off. Also, I loved all the mystery that revolved around Dragonite when he was first fabled in the anime.
And I remember thinking that he was going to be a fucking scary looking guy. And look how cute he is.
Fan. He's not my all-time favorite, but he's still great to me. I just hate how his fanboys often treat him like a Spiritomb with a Wonder Guard.
Get yourself a Dragonite! That's right, a Dragonite! So get this! Dragonite is immune to fucking everything!
Yep. Everything.
What a ham.
Now, here's a Pokemon that everyone should give a try. Victini.
Victini.
Being
I've
the
seen
fairy
Victini
legendary
before.
of Gen 5, Victini shows what can truly happen if you have a confident outlook on conflicts. Now, you might be thinking,
Santa
what the hell are
cosplay
you talking
bird,
about, man?
bro. No fucking
Well,
way.
here's
Let me go
what
back
you
and
might
look
be
at
thinking
it.
happened. Yep.
I hate you for that statement, bro. That was good.
Now, Victini shows what can truly
Oh
happen
my
if
God,
you have
that was a good
confident
one.
outlook on conflicts. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell are you talking about, man? Well, here's what I mean. Victini possesses the ability to transfer some kind of strange power to whoever it touches. This strange power can cause any being to have unnatural abilities for a short time. I mean, hell, just look what this stuff can do to Scraggy.
Now he's holding his pants up. Damn.
Hell, even that little bacon bit can kick some ass with Victini's power. And let me tell you, it takes a lot for that to happen.
God
Now,
damn.
I have a theory. Bear with me, please. You know how Ash's Pikachu is able to destroy an entire forest with just one Thunderbolt? Well, no other Pikachu is able to do that, so why only him? Is it possible that Victini's been with Ash the whole time? Believe it or not, that could be possible, as Victini is able to vanish into thin air. Well, aside from
That's
being
an interesting theory.
unique with its typing and ability, and having 2 signature moves, Victini might as well be called the steroid Pokemon. Oh, drugs and Nintendo. They just make the video game world that
I'm
much
waiting on
nicer.
another to come back. I was about to say
Here we have the
it's
big
low key because he never evolved the
cat-ish
Pikachu. That's why.
thing we know as Zangoose. Sorry, Survivor, but you are far less awesome than this bruiser of a mongoose.
Now this is a cool looking
Zangoose
Pokemon.
is a strange case for quite a number of reasons. The first odd thing that you'll notice about Zangoose is his typing and stats. Zangoose's base stat total is 458.
No. It's
Shish.
not true. That's impossible!
How can this be? It doesn't evolve, it's a mono-normal type, and it doesn't suck? How is this possible? Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Gen 3 we're talking about here. Fuck that Wizenduce panda piece of shit. This is a good normal type.
That shit is a
Also,
badass
I love
looking
both
Pokemon.
his ability and appearance. His ability is immunity, meaning that Zangoose can never be poisoned. That's just a big middle finger to all the poison types. Yeah, I'm a badass cat ferret, and that poison can't do jack shit to me. You're wasting your fucking time. Lastly, his appearance. Just look at that scar. To me, that scar just says, I'm cranky, I'm hungry,
But
and
maybe-
I've been to the edge of the abyss.
Maybe
in
that
battle.
Pokemon found it right then.
Fuck with me.
Said I'm gonna help him save
What a
Ash.
badass.
And bro, fuck Pidgeys. Pidgeys are weak as fuck. Was it Pidgeys or was it Sparrows? I can't remember. For some reason, I feel like it was Sparrows. Which I don't give a fuck
If you're
about
like
that
me,
eyeliner.
And you are absolutely sick of everybody criticizing Gen 4, then you'll understand why I have Rotom at number 54. Everyone claims that the Gen 4 Pokemon were unoriginal. You can say that about the Starly line, but you cannot call Rotom
How do you
unoriginal.
know?
Why is that?
Maybe they
Well,
planned
let's go
9
over some major
generations
facts
ahead.
here. Aside from unknown, Rotom has the most forms out of any Pokemon. The total being 6. There's normal Rotom, Fan Rotom, Mo Rotom, Heat Rotom, Wash Rotom, and Frost Rotom. With all these forms,
Fuck Rotom. That bullshit. That shit is stupid.
Rotom is the placeholder for the highest amount of unique typings
Get that
any
shit outta
single
here.
Pokemon can have. 4 of the 6 forms have unique typings. Regular Rotom is Electric and Ghost. Mo Rotom is Electric and
What the fuck is this?
Grass. Heat Rotom is Electric and Fire. And Frost Rotom
It's a fucking fridge. It's a good thing I'm taking a break at 50.
is Electric
Oh, my
and
head
Ice.
hurts.
Being
Oh
that
god.
Rotom has so many forms,
What the
it's
fuck
a
is?
huge
It's a washing machine. I hate everybody.
relief to find out that Rotom is actually usable.
Is that a
Unlike
fucking oven?
Unknown. But probably the
can't.
coolest aspect by far is Rotom's concept. Rotom is a possessed glass ornament engulfed in plasma that can raid any appliance to take control of it and go haywire. In Diamond and Pearl, I can understand, but in Platinum, it's all worth it to go through the old chateau to catch Rotom. Believe me.
That motherfucker melts the rare candy down and shoots Pikachu up, bro.
Up next, we have yet another Gen 3 Pokemon. This one happens to be the Water Strider Pokemon, Surskit. Look, if you're getting sick of all the bug Pokemon on this list, just don't watch this. After all, bug is my favorite type all around. So anyway,
Touché.
back to Surskit. I know that you heard this shit many times before, but Surskit is a very unique Pokemon, especially with its typing. It's
See, now I can
strange.
kind of
Out
get
all
this
the
one.
countless bug and water types, there has only been one of both types. Odd, but still pretty awesome. Since Surskit is a first stage Pokemon,
True, but I'm
its
over it,
stats
bro. A fucking
are
lawnmower? Hell no.
Remember what I said when talking about his
Hell
field?
no.
I just have to like the Pokemon. I don't care too much about his stats, at least concerning this list.
Oh,
Now,
Spheal.
Surskit has the ability to do something downright awesome. Being that it's a water strider, Surskit can stand on the very surface of the water. Not even Arceus can do that shit. You know what? Screw that goat. This is the god of all Pokemon. Sure, Arceus may be able to unleash beaming lights of judgment, but he can't walk on water.
Jesus Christ.
Yet again, here's another legendary mascot. This time, it's the mascot of Pokemon White, Zekrom.
I don't know if
This is one badass dragon.
Yep, don't know
As
this
I mentioned
Pokemon.
before, White was the version I picked. Why? This beast. Now, there were a lot of dragon types introduced in Gen 5, ranging from Haxorus to Groudon, or however you pronounce it. Out of all the Unova dragons, Zekrom was one of my favorites. It was
That
a
guy
close
looks like
pick
he
between
looks lit.
Zekrom and Black's mascot, Reshiram. Zekrom ultimately won due to what element he wields, electricity. For some reason, I've always preferred electricity over fire. Plain and simple, I'd rather zap my enemies to death than burn
I
them.
don't know.
Sorry, Reshiram.
Depends on the situation.
Like every other mascot legendary, Zekrom's base stat total is 680. So yeah. Now, we all know that Gen 5 went insane with the typings, but I never expected an electric dragon type. That is a kick-ass typing.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, I love dragons.
Like when
and
it comes to
electricity
Eevee, I'm a
building.
Jolteon all
So,
day.
since Zekrom is a living reptilian generator,
And I think
it's
Flareon's
no
the
wonder
worst.
he made it on here. Zekrom for the fucking win.
I can dig that one. He's cool.
Oh hell yeah. I had to put Weavile on here somewhere. For some odd reason, I just love Pokemon that have
Which
strange
cannot create
claws
electricity.
or
Very
cool
true.
looking hands. I really don't know why. Judging from his place on the list, Weavile is clearly no exception. Weavile is a great Pokemon for sweeping your opponents, as his greatest stats are speed and attack. Weavile is a fast little fucker. Weavile's speed stat reaches a maximum of 383, making him the absolute
Are those shurikens?
fastest ice type, even outclassing Frostlass. Damn. In combination with his speed, Weavile's attack is nothing too extreme, but it's definitely a plus. For some reason, I've always liked the way this thing looks. His battle stance just screams, alright,
Looks like
I'm
Lisa
ready.
Simpson.
Give me something to...
Tell me that. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Tell me I'm lying.
cut. And that crest thing on his head makes him look somewhat regal. I don't know why, but maybe that's just me. Weavile and its pre-evolution Sneasel are the only dual Ice Dark types so far. Let's hope it stays that way.
You turn it off?
Hi, sweetie.
You want me to turn it off?
Thank you.
2 seconds, baby.
Long live this awesome Pokemon.
They don't call me.
Midvis,
Here we go.
are you really that bored? Who gave you the remote anyway? You'll have your chance later. Don't you worry. Okay, I'm sure that most of you are surprised to see Superior this high on the list, or even on the list at all, considering that I hate
Alright.
that smugly sack of shit. But that's a different topic. For some reason, I just find Superior to be a strangely awesome.
Never heard of
Yeah,
this one.
he's a strange case for me. Now, let me just say that Superior is a good Pokemon, just like most starters are. But let's talk appearance. Superior, to me, looks like a stereotypical snooty monarch. I can just imagine him saying, "Bow before me, peasant." Also, Superior is clearly
It's
a
because his
snake,
chin is up
and
constantly.
snakes are bitchin'. Alright, let's talk statistics. Superior is mainly speed-based. His speed can reach a maximum of 357. Not the fastest, but still very good. Superior's move pool is also awesome. His type arsenal isn't the biggest, but most of his moves favor its stat arrangements. With moves like Coil, Leaf Blade, and Dragon Tail, he makes for a pretty good sweeper. Assuming you know what you're doing. Yes, I know that I said Maractus was my second favorite Gen 5 grass type, but I worded that wrong. I meant to say third. As far as you know as starters go, he may not
I
be
think I
my
like the
favorite,
cactus better.
but compared to Emboar, he definitely is the superior choice. I love making shitty jokes.
Are you ready to bake?
Click join, get perks, become a channel member.
Why is it giving me ads in the middle?
All the wishes, all the wow. Make it an all Aldi holiday.
Heracross is awesome.
That's the name.
Oh, he's so awesome. Sorry for that,
Heracross.
but I had to say it.
I seen him.
Now,
I just
what can
couldn't
be
remember the
said
damn
about
name
Heracross
earlier.
That hasn't already been said. Well, plenty. First off, he's a dual bug fighting type.
Look at that fucking Mr.
I could
Potato Head
just end
looking
it with just
motherfucker.
that, but that's it's no fun, is it? No, it's not. Heracross
Oh, no.
is a giant beetle that condones in horn-to-face combat and can hurl its enemies miles away with one single throw. Kick fucking ass. You might be asking yourself, how can a bug be that strong? Well, if you know what he's based on, you have your answer. Heracross is based upon the rhinoceros beetle, which is, wait for weight, the strongest animal on Earth. A rhinoceros beetle can lift 850 times its own weight.
Which still ain't much,
If these
so
exact
fuck that.
physics were applied to Heracross, then he'd be able to lift the weight equivalent of 5 Groudons.
Damn.
But, unfortunately, they had to tone his strength down. Bummer. In addition to the unique typing, Heracross has an incredibly high attack stat, the maximum being 383. That's awesome.
I get hit like that, I'm over
also
it.
has one of the most diverse move pools out of any bug type. He can learn moves from
Run.
flying, rock, dark,
do it.
and even poison types. Kinda makes you think differently about bug types, doesn't it? Well, don't worry. Heracross is definitely not the last bug type on the list. Terrible joke alert! Sorry if that bugs you.
At least he warned me.
Here we come across my favorite Gen 5 Psychic type, Reuniclus. See, this is another reason why I chose White. Each version has their own exclusive Pokemon aside to just the main legendaries. For White, there was the Reuniclus line, which consists of Solosis, Duosion, and of course, Reuniclus. For Black, there was the Gothitelle line. Yeah, it's no wonder White sold more units. Reuniclus is the cooler Pokemon to me, and to many others. While Gothitelle is Gardevoir's
both of them
emo
suck.
cousin, Reuniclus is a glowing mass of cells that can grip solid objects with great strength. It's also strange that Reuniclus is known as the multiplying Pokemon. So, let me get this straight. Reuniclus is a multiplying mass of cells? You might as well call him the cancer Pokemon. Well, thankfully, Reuniclus is not an infectious disease. He's more like a great psychic bodyguard. Reuniclus's special attack can reach a maximum
I'm not familiar with those ones
383.
at all,
It is
actually.
also decent when concerning defense.
This is my first time seeing it.
Basically, it's like Gardevoir, only more interesting and has a cooler move pool. At least to me, anyway. Yeah, next time someone threatens you, just warn them that you have a giant ball of cancer with telekinetic powers lurking in your pocket. They'll be running scared shitless. I know I would.
He made me go from not liking that Pokemon to kind of liking it just by his description.
Okay, I know what most of you are thinking right about now. Why the Falconer did you place Kyurem higher
I'm not sure. I might be hopping on later. I don't know. Possibility, but possibly not.
than Zekrom? Well, here's my answer. I put Kyurem on this list because it's just so damn mysterious. Out of all the Pokemon, Kyurem is the one we know least about. Through in-game text, we discover that Kyurem is in fact an extraterrestrial Pokemon. Supposedly, a meteorite originating from God fucking knows where crashed just a few miles north of Lucanosa town. The impact of the meteorite formed the giant chasm, where the player can catch Kyurem in black and white. And if the rumors are true, Kyurem is the only Pokemon ever to have actually eaten humans.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure how much of this is true, but it seems that Game Freak
Does he
has
still
a lot
do that
of
after
things
you catch
planned
him?
for Kyurem. Black and White 2 have been recently announced, as you all know, showing his two alternate forms, Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. And I know for a fact that he will have signature moves, much like his Tau counterparts. How do I know this? Through hacking, two powerful ice types were uncovered, Freeze Shock and Ice Burn. When the hackers did use them, they had interesting effects. Both of them took one turn to charge, much like
Not they got hackers in Pokemon now, bro.
Solar
That
Beam.
motherfucker can't play
Freeze
nothing.
Shock actually managed to
Can't
paralyze
play
the
nothing.
opponent. It's
I'm about to be
probable
a hacker.
that Ice Burn may have a chance of burning the foe. I think I got it. Freeze Shock may end up being Black Kyurem's signature move due to its relation with electricity, and
Can't play a
Ice
damn
Burn
thing.
may end up being White Kyurem's signature move due to its relation with fire. Very cool. I don't know exactly what Black and White 2 will present, but I'm sure it will wrap up all the mysteries of Kyurem, whatever they may be.
Solid Pokemon. I like him. Any of them that look
What do you
creepy.
get when you put Graveler and Sonic the Hedgehog in a blender? In most cases, you'd get a bloody pile of dirt. But here, we'll just say that we get Sandslash. Oh yeah, I finally get to talk about
Bro, That was the corniest, best description ever.
Design-wise, Sandslash surpasses even a pie made of holy shit. Sandslash is a shrew completely covered in dirt. Yeah, it sounds pretty lame, but it's not. Trust me. Being a shrew, Sandslash has the ability to utilize poison to defend itself from opponents. This is shown in the games by him being able to use poison-type moves, such as Poison Sting and Poison Jab. Sandslash is a bulky little thing. His defense can reach a maximum of 350. Sure, it's not shuckle
At least they weren't fucking
standard,
people games up.
but it's still pretty good. For some reason, Sandslash has always reminded me of the Gorons. I mean, just think about it. It can curl up into a ball and roll around, much like the Gorons. I guess Darunia had a pet shrew and never told us. Hell, if I can get a Sandslash out of it, consider me a sworn brother.
I always loved Sandslash. You had to get past his little punk ass little brother first, though. That shit was hella annoying.
God, I love this Pokemon. Just by hearing his cry, you know that
Bro,
Crocodile is
I
just
low-key remember having a big ass
Now, being
early
a bipedal
generation Game
crocodile
Boy.
who sounds like a guitar solo is all fine and awesome, but there are a few more things special about Crocodile. First off, his typing. Crocodile and its pre-evolutions are the only Pokemon with the typing of ground.
Is he called Crocodile because he got them stripes?
There were just so many awesome typings in Gen 5, wasn't there?
Not GameCube.
Anyway, on to his
Yeah,
stats.
not GameCube.
Crocodile's base stat total is 509.
GameCube is a
Just
slept-on
like
system,
Electros,
though.
It's not the highest, but it's still pretty good. Crocodile's ability is also kick ass. Both of them focusing on
Is
the
it?
attack stat. There's Intimidate, which lowers the opponent's attack by 1 level.
Yeah, he got to be
The
called
other
Crocodile
being
because of that.
Moxie.
I never seen
Moxie
him before
boosts the
today either.
user's attack by 1 level
Who
after
was
knocking
that?
out any Pokemon. Kick ass. Lastly, Crocodile's appearance just has
64 is
that,
such a
"Don't
lit
fuck with me,
system,
or you're
too.
going to lose a limb."
Ha, I hate that
Feel
damn
to it.
Pokemon.
You know? Almost like a rape face. His sprite animation makes it look like he just wants to crush something into bits. Man, I'd love to see Happy Gilmore wrestle this crocodilian. That would be the fight of the century.
My favorite thing I played on GameCube was Wind Waker. Fire. Oh, you got all the shit, bro.
now we're
Let me
really
get the
getting
64,
started.
bro. You don't need
At
that.
number 44, we have Arcanine. Yeah, it's Arcanine, bitches. Standing 6
My
feet
guy.
tall and weighing 341 pounds.
One of my favorite Pokemon.
Arcanine is my favorite Gen 1 fire type. Yeah, I said it. Sue me. How can anyone not like this big guy?
I like
First,
Magmar.
let's start with his appearance.
Not my favorite, but-
blatantly obvious that Arcanine is based off a large canine, or more specifically,
Bro, it was
the
such a
Haytang,
good game.
a mystical fire-eating dog with appearance similarities to lions and
It was
tigers.
such a good game.
See, here's a little secret. If a Pokemon is linked to mythology, you
I never
know
played
it's
that.
at least worth your time. And besides, who the hell doesn't love dogs? Unless you're a heartless asshole, I'm sure you do. If that wasn't awesome enough, it also breathes fire. Hell yeah! It's so awesome! Oh yeah, I forgot the statistics. Arcanine has pretty damn good stats, with his attack being the highest of all, reaching a maximum of 350. All its other stats are very well rounded. Arcanine's base stat total is 555. Sweet.
Bro, how could you not like
Now,
that? That
here's
shit is so
something
dope.
very odd. Despite being labeled as the legendary Pokemon, Arcanine is not a legendary by any means, or even a pseudo-legendary for that matter. I don't exactly know why they called it that, but it definitely gives him some well-deserved credit. I have a message for all animal abusers. If you ever ponder a scumbag attempt of being your poor little puppy, you'd better watch yourself, because Arcanine knows, and he doesn't tolerate that shit.
Look
He
at his
knows
face.
who you are. He knows where you live. He knows your social security number. And he will fuck your shit up.
I don't know. I might need to go back. That shit was fire.
At number 43, we have the spatial deity of the
goodness.
creation trio, Palkia. Back when Diamond and Pearl were first announced in 2006, I took one look at the mascots of each version. I first saw Dialga, the mascot of Diamond. Sorry, Dialga fans, but upon first look, I said out loud, meh, that's just not my style. Then,
It's not bad,
I took
though.
one look at Pearl's mascot, and holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Now that's more like it. So, needless to say, I chose Pearl as my Sinnoh version. So, this probably leads all of you to ask, why do you prefer Palkia? Well, for quite a number of reasons, actually. First off, space, I just prefer. Even though time is much more important, space is just something that appeals to me much more. While Palkia's typing isn't as unique as Dialga, he only has one weakness, Dragon.
He
Dialga
looks
has
cool,
two
too, though.
weaknesses, so no thanks. Sure, his typing may be kind of a big fuck you to Kingdra, but at least they did it right. As everyone knows, references are awesome, and Palkia has a very subtle reference hidden in his cry. No, not from the games, from the anime. Let's take a listen, shall we? Did you hear that? Let's hear that a second time. Now, may I ask you, where does that sound familiar? Holy shit, Palkia and the Boga have the exact same cry. Either that's a huge coincidence, or it's just showing
Or they just
respect.
recycled that shit.
Either
Oh,
way,
okay.
it's just playing off.
He just said it nicely. Ooh,
Now,
that
here's
last
a
one
water
sounds
type
cool.
that I think doesn't get enough praise.
Nickelodeon
It's the
arcade,
brutish
fucking pinball
rogue
machine.
Of a crawdad, Groudon.
I thought he
While
was
I
gonna say
utterly
gold duck.
hate
I'm over it.
Seafood, Groudon is one crustacean that I
Man,
have
drop that
an odd
motherfucker in some
affection
garlic butter and get him off my motherfucking
Groudon
screen.
is my favorite
What the
non-legendary
fuck?
Hoenn water type by far.
Alright, let me give him a chance.
Why? Well, Groudon's case is very similar to that of Nidoking and Huntail. Yep, it's one of those Pokemon. It all comes down to petty compliments.
Groudon though, like,
But,
bro,
oh
come
well.
on.
Alright, let's
Bring
list off some
back
of
the
the reasons
lawnmower.
why I love Groudon. First off, he has cool-looking claws and a star on top of his head. His appearance just takes the hand and bitch slaps your face, which makes you know that he wants to kick your ass. Right here, right now.
Bro, I haven't
Next,
seen
his
that, and
typing
I
is
want to
pretty
watch that
unique.
now. What
Although the Carvana
part
line
of Pokemon
shares the
were they
same
in?
typing,
Like, as
I
far as
still
anime.
love it. Groudon's attack
But I can
stat
find it
can
on
reach a
Netflix.
maximum of 372, making him a strong contender for your hard-hitting team member. Finally, I just do! It's just so awesome! I hate putting a Pokemon on here that I can't explain much about. Get a Groudon! You have to! Time to include the massive, dangerous, quadrupedal,
Now, I know this
supercomputer
fool.
monster on this list. Yeah, I'm thinking exactly what all of you are thinking about right now. It's about damn time Metagross got some attention on my list. Armed with 4 iron legs capable of crushing its opponent, Metagross is among the smartest of all Pokemon, even rivaling that of Alakazam. But unlike Alakazam, Metagross possesses
Pause recording. Nams!
both
Back to
brain
this fucking
and brawn. And let
crab
me tell you, it has a
made out of
lot
Play-Doh looking
brawn.
motherfucker.
Enough brawn to make him a pseudo-legendary, and one of the best in that category. Out of all the pseudo-legendaries, Metagross is probably the most unique. Brawn to make him a pseudo-legend. Metagross got some attention on my list. Armed with 4 iron legs capable of crushing its opponents, Metagross is among the smartest of all Pokemon, even rivaling that of Alakazam. But unlike Alakazam,
Now that's a Pokemon,
Metagross possesses both
Alakazam.
brain and brawn. And let me tell you, it has a lot of brawn. Enough brawn to make him a pseudo-legendary, and one of the best in
Damn.
that category. Out of all
No
the
problem.
pseudo-legendaries, Metagross is probably the most unique. For a start, Metagross is the only genderless pseudo-legendary, and also the
Nams, I'm about to fuck you up. Stop! It's the same thing! Dummy! Hush! Sit. Sit. You're being irritating. Come here. Get up here. Sit down. What I say? What I say? Chill out. Sorry, people are coming home and he just doesn't like when people walk through the door apparently.
only one that doesn't share at least one of its types with the other pseudo-legendaries. Being a pseudo-legendary, Metagross has incredible
So he's got to be
stats. His attack stat
fucking-
can reach a maximum of 405.
I
and
like
his
him, though. I
defense
was just
can
talking
even
junk.
reach a maximum of 394. These two stat extremes make Metagross the most physically based pseudo-legendary. Which is good, because all that power needs some defense to back it up. And if all of these supporting factors weren't enough, there's something more. Weighing in at 1,212 pounds, Metagross is the heaviest non-legendary Pokemon ever. Oddly
Some
enough,
computer-
Metagross's weight is linked to his name. A gross is a unit of duodecimal counting that is equal to a dozen. And just take a look at its weight count.
God damn.
God damn, Game Freak, you are more clever than I ever thought.
Oh, these fucking ads are annoying as shit.
The reason people rarely see me is
Midbis, that's the last time I trust you with YouTube Downloader.
Hey, you plagiarist!
Consider me gone.
Ooh, that shit. I heard the audio difference there. It's a little louder. A little crispier.
Let's start part 7 off with some Ozzy Osbourne fodder, as well as the fastest poison type in existence, Crobat. Crobat, to me, is a perfect example.
I know of
Pokemon
Crobat, but I
that
don't know
gets to
nothing
me
about
for some
Crobat.
odd reason. Now, let me just go out and say that I hate both Zubat and Golbat. The screeches are irritating. It's hard to escape from them sometimes. They appear
I like
everywhere
Golbat.
in caves, and they give me fucking fury. Crobat, however, is an entirely different story. First off, it feels so rewarding when you finally get one. After all, it's a huge pain in the ass to get a Golbat to evolve. At least for me, anyway. Talk about impossible. How can a Pokemon reach max happiness when their 32-bit master shoves them into a ridiculously small Pokeball? Harsh love, I take it. Plain and simple, I love Crobat's design. Thanks to all that harsh love, Crobat has basically lost its ability to walk, and instead gained the ability to fly
That's
fast.
an ugly little shit.
Very fast. Crobat's speed can reach a maximum of 394, making him the absolute fastest poison type. But wait, there's more. With the base stat total of 535, Crobat has the highest base stat total of all poison
Bruh, is
types.
Ho-Oh
In
just
addition
like
to this,
common?
Crobat can learn
No, I
kick
just be
ass
seeing everybody
such
using
as
them.
Air Slash
Or
and
every
even
clip.
Frost Poison. Eat your heart out, Drapion. So the next time you see a Zubat, just remember that it will one day become one of the strongest poison types, and have even worse dental health than Feraligatr.
Yeah, look at that shit. That's what I was talking about. Ugly ass.
Huh? What's this? Pikachu? But he was on your overrated list. What's gotten into you? Yes, I know that Pikachu was on my overrated list. But who gives a shit about that video? I sure as hell don't. Well, anyway, back to Pikachu. Being the mascot of the entire
Alright.
fucking series, Pikachu is by far the most famous of all our fellow pocket monsters. While I feel that another certain Pokemon should represent the entire franchise,
Right, I don't
I've always
understand
liked
why they picked Pikachu, but I mean, he didn't
And
do a
if you're
bad job
Pokemon
being like the
fan,
face of
I
everything.
know that Pikachu has made you smile at least once before. Don't you lie to
He
me.
works for the
In
show for
games,
sure.
Pikachu has very odd battle capabilities. Without held items, Pikachu is ridiculously weak. But if you're lucky enough to get the rare Light Ball, Pikachu's offensive stats are doubled. With max special attack
Damn.
and that Light Ball equipped, Pikachu's special attack can get as high as
Damn.
398. Holy shit! Despite this, I never
But thank God they didn't keep Clefairy.
accepted Super Smash Bros. Why not?
Fuck Clefairy.
Because its defenses are terrible. Base 30 defense and special defense. So,
God.
if you're going to be using a Pikachu to battle competitively, make sure you max out its speed. Now, let's talk about the most famous Pikachu of them all, Ash's Pikachu.
Right.
Ash's Pikachu is so damn cute and very, very amusing at some points. Especially when he makes his famous what the fuck faces. While his cuteness is enough to make anyone go aww, Pikachu's over-the-top
Aw.
power in the anime is so ridiculous that it's just plain entertaining. Albeit a little bit absurd, but whatever.
And was an asshole. What
While
would I
he
give to
falls
see that?
flat in terms of defenses, I'd still pick Pikachu over Raichu any day.
I don't know. I always like Raichu. I had the card too.
If you all thought Ninetales was an evil Fox? Oh boy, you haven't seen shit yet. At number 38, we have the appropriately titled Monster Fox Pokemon, Zoroark.
Okay,
Being
he's
the
cool
very
looking.
first Pokemon shown for the 5th generation, Zoroark combines the evil and ominous nature of Ninetales and mixes that with the sheer badassness of Lucario to create
Bro,
a
look at that.
beastly
That
fox
is lit.
creates illusions to flip shit sideways, both physically and mentally.
How the fuck
Now, all you Lucario
does it
fanboys
have
are
all that
probably
power
thinking,
yet
"How
we
dare you
control it,
compare
or the
that
humans
emo
control
fox
it
to
and
the
stuff?
almighty-" Well, that's a good question. Why does everybody associate Zoroark
That
with
junk is so
Lucario?
dope.
Well, let's examine the reasons, shall we? Much like Lucario, Zoroark, along with Zorua, was the first Pokemon shown for the generation that they would later appear in. Also, both of them have had their own respective movies in which they starred in. Also,
Ooh.
they both have similar stat distributions. You won't be seeing him later on the list, but right now I'll cover Lucario. Lucario is a mixed attacker and has mild defenses. His abilities are nowhere near as awesome
It's
or
just crazy.
unique as Zoroark's, but if you use Beat Up on a justified Lucario, then holy shit, man, you got yourself a sweeper. Next, let's summarize Zoroark's traits. Like Lucario, Zoroark is a mixed attacker. His stats are near identical, but Zoroark is faster and more
Zoroark.
offensive in exchange for having slightly lower defenses. In other words,
That's a
Lucario
tongue
is the
twister.
brute, and Zoroark is the sweeper.
Zoroark.
In combination to his sweeping skills, Zoroark's ability is just sheer
And he just keeps fucking
awesomeness.
saying it.
His unique ability
Zoroark.
is Illusion. Illusion allows the Pokemon to come out disguised as the Pokemon in the very back of your party. This ability can
I remember when there was an event for Zoroark.
and often causes them to commit a fatal blunder. Bottom line, Zoroark is a swift, powerful, and sneaky
I want to
son
play
of a bitch,
Pokemon now.
just like a real fox should be.
Damn you.
Congratulations,
No more Call of
Zoroark.
Duty.
Your
Pokemon
fine
only.
badassness would even impress Mr. McCloud. He may not fly an R-Wing, but this life son of a bitch is still damn awesome.
Bro, now that's a cool ass Pokemon I never heard of.
Warping straight from cyberspace, we have the virtual depiction of mind-bending technology. Porygon Z. No, not that rough, unappealing version made by Microsoft Paint.
No.
Porygon Z. If I have to be blunt with
I
all of
like
you,
that version.
then I'll say it.
This
I
version looks cool,
fucking
too.
love this thing. To describe its design, I can only say this. Porygon Z is a cybernetic polygonal figure capable of warping through alien dimensions without effort. That is one of the coolest fucking concepts for any Pokemon ever. Equipped with superior software,
That
Porygon
beam,
Z
too.
takes the special attack of its pre-evolutions and turns it into the highest special attack of any normal type, even outclassing both Mioletta and Arceus. Thanks to the efforts of virtual experimentation, Porygon Z has probably the coolest moveset since Octillery. Some of these moves include Zap Cannon, Nasty Plot, Signal.
I've heard a lot about the
Like I mentioned earlier, Porygon Z is a force
Explorers
to
of
be reckoned
Time
with
game. I
when
never played
concerning
those,
special
though.
attack.
this
Special
one
attack can reach
student of mine
maximum
told me the whole
400
story
flat.
of it though. It's pretty
Now,
lit.
unless you're a Regice, a special attack from
I
one
need
of
to
these
try it.
beasts is enough to severely cripple you and possibly your entire team. You know what I find disappointing? Porygon
See, I
Z
need that
has
kind of game.
never had an appearance in the anime. Why not? Well, guess what? We have the original Porygon to blame for that. Remember that infamous Porygon episode? You know, the
That's
one
a
that caused
big
hundreds
ass
of kids to have
motherfucker.
epileptic seizures? Yeah, apparently, Show Pro didn't want this incident to happen again with Porygon Z, so they never gave him an anime debut. Well, newsflash, Show Pro, Pikachu was the one that caused that light explosion, not Porygon. Not
Leave
trying
him
to
out of
brag
this.
on Pikachu, but thanks to him, we may never see an episode of Porygon Z or 2 ever again. Oh well,
What the
they're
fuck?
still awesome in the games. That's good enough for me. Ooh, another Sinnoh evolution? Yes, yes, yes! I love these awesome evolutions. Thank you, Gen 4. The Sinnoh evolution in question is Magmortar, my favorite Sinnoh fire type by a long shot. If Magmar wasn't already a total beast, they had to give him a Magmarizer to turn him into a monster.
See,
Now,
this is what I'm talking about.
So you are kind of confused. Why Magmortar over Electivire? Don't you prefer electricity over fire?
Black Box enters wide
I didn't know they gave
across America. But no matter
Electabuzz his jump too.
Normally, yes.
Yo, and that's real. Kingdom Hearts was a definitely a big one for me.
First off, Magmortar is especially.
I want to replay him actually.
Electivire's
I haven't played him in
arrangement
years.
seems somewhat unfitting and awkward, at least to me anyway.
I don't like it
Both
either. Yeah.
Magmortar and Electivire have the same base stat total, so you can't say that one of them is more powerful than the other.
Magmortar. That's
It comes
crazy.
down to taste at this point. So choose whoever you
That's
want,
cool, though.
but I'll stick with Magmortar. Magmortar's special attack reaches a maximum of 383. We've been running into that number a lot recently, haven't we? Well, no complaints here.
Yeah.
Another thing I love about Magmortar is his appearance. Just look at this dude. While some can argue that he has a derpy looking face, I can look past that. I mean, he has an arm cannon for fuck's sake. This impressive hand cannon allows him to blast fireballs over 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit at blinding speed.
God damn.
You won't even have time to breathe before he roasts your ass. Man, what an awesome fire type.
That's dope.
If there's one member of the Lake Guardian trio I would have to pick over the others,
Kev's calling you.
Yeah.
Nams, come on. Let's go outside.
Go outside.
Come on, Nams.
it would have to be Mesprit. Mesprit is somewhat unique.
Yeah, I'd have to
among
just
the
see
other
what it
members
is.
of the Lake Guardians, as it actually leaves Lake Verity after being encountered
I'm picky
by the
with games, so
player
I'd have to see
in
it.
the Lake Cavern. You know, this just makes Azelf and
What?
He said, "Are we decent?"
Oh yeah. At least he asked.
Yuxi seem lazy. Rather than remaining dormant in its
Right.
own lake cavern, Mesprit sheds some playful nature and frees from the player and roams all over the grasses of Sinnoh. That, combined with its cry, and that
Puzzles and
beautiful shade of pink on its head, leads me to
all right,
label
I'm gonna have to
Mesprit
watch
as
something on
a
it
cute
and see.
Pokemon. Yeah, I think Mesprit is cute. Why you hate? Now, don't worry, I don't need any beer for this, as the cuteness level is under
I don't-
9,000 this time.
Yeah,
Out of
this
the
is
other
not.
two
That one's
Lake
not that cute.
Guardians,
It's kind of creepy.
Mesprit is the most balanced of all of them. Aside from
Hey,
speed and HP,
we back.
all of Mesprit's stats are 105
They got
all
the
across
little
the
flaps
board.
from the head.
So it's hard to complain about its stats, and I mean really hard. Every one of the Lake Guardians have their own specific trait. Azelf is the being of willpower, Yuxi is the being of knowledge, and Mesprit is the being of
No, just watch something on it as
While
in
most
like
would agree that knowledge and willpower
see
are
what
much
it's
more
about and if I
important,
would like to play
I
it.
kind of lean more towards Mesprit's side of the spectrum.
See, now that looks
I mean,
cool, but
just
then
think
when you
about
look
it.
at it like
Not everyone has willpower or
not in the
determination.
shadows, it looks corny.
Not everyone has knowledge, but I repeat, every human being has
Gengar.
emotion. And if you don't have emotions, I don't see you as a human. Just imagine if everybody was emotionless. We already live among idiots and undetermined minds, but if there were no emotions, we'd have nothing. We wouldn't be able to cry, be happy, or even
I definitely
love.
know about Undertale.
If that happened, the world would utterly suck. And I wouldn't even be able to make this top 100. Mesprit, I say this on behalf of every human being on this planet. Fiction or non-fiction. Thank you.
I like the little music in the background. That was nice. About to put my ass to sleep.
Hell yeah, Galvantula owns. All of you probably expected this to appear somewhere on the list. After all, Galvantula is a combination of two of my favorite things, bugs and electricity. Because of this, Galvantula is my favorite Gen 5 electric type, even surpassing Zekrom. Fusing a Tarantula with Galvanism may sound kinda cruel, but that definitely made it a far cooler bug type than
He
Air.
ain't that bad.
Like most other
He ain't that
electric
bad.
types, Galvantula possesses some impressive speed. Galvantula's speed can reach a maximum of 346. It may pale in comparison to that of Scolipede, but it's still great. Galvantula and its pre-evolution are the only bug electric types so far,
Scolipede.
which is awesome. They're also the only Pokemon that can learn Electro Web, a move that lowers the speed of the opponent and hits all the Pokemon on the opposite side. That's pretty
I'm a
sweet.
nerd. I like
Now,
Pokemon.
some of you might find this kind of weird, but I personally find Galvantula to be kind of cute, even more so than Joltik. I don't know, maybe it's something about its eyes or its cry, I'm not sure. Although I do have second thoughts about its cuteness after looking at its Pokedex entry from White. Just a warning, if you're arachnophobic, then you probably shouldn't listen to this. Just a warning. It says, they employ an electrically charged web to trap their prey. While it is immobilized by shock, they leisurely consume their victim. Aww, how adorable is that? Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh no, you're fine, you're fine.
Another Sinnoh evolution. Yep, this time it's Togekiss. Now, Togekiss is an awesome Pokemon for a lengthy list of reasons.
I only like
First off,
Togepi.
its typing. Yeah, we've already seen a shit ton
I'm just
of
being
normal
biased at
flying
this point.
types, but like Magmortar, Togekiss is a special case. How? Well, how about the fact that its typing is one of the most overused typings ever, yet it is a Pokemon actually useful in battle. Togekiss's base stat total is 554, the highest out of all normal flying types, with its special attack reaching a maximum of 372.
That does not sound like a pleasant way to go.
I'm being dead serious here. I've seen a single Togekiss, which was probably Eevee trained, single-handedly take down Tower Tycoon Palmer in the rematch.
That's my baby right there.
Mind, all of them were legendaries. One technique that makes Togekiss deadly is having a Togekiss with Serene Grace and teach it Air Slash. Air Slash is a move that has a 30%
Togekiss look like one of them popsicles.
And with Serene Grace, the chances of making your opponent flinch is 60%. That's enough to piss off anyone, no matter how patient they are. Togekiss can also learn some other kick-ass moves, such as Extreme Speed and Aura Sphere. In addition to its strength, Togekiss is also quite cute. Now, is it just me, or does Togekiss seem like the perfect Pokemon to give hugs to? Yeah, I know that sounds pretty strange for someone like me, but I'm being serious here. Who wouldn't want to give Togekiss a hug? Sure, some of you might not concur with me when I say Togekiss looks like the perfect hug giver, but I'm sure it's much better than a fucking Goron hug. Come on, don't be a depressed mope. Hug a Togekiss. Oh god, it's happening again. Nimbus, toss me the cute
No! You must deal with it, bitch!
Chromebooks have the everything button.
Fuck
So you can
Chromebooks.
find things instantly. Switch to Chromebook.
Smile Direct Club gets you a smile you love, backed by our lifetime smile guarantee.
Smile Direct Club.
Oh god, it's Hydrogon. Now we're all fucked. Being a brutally
I don't know if I can
dragon with
make it.
3 heads, Hydrogon is not only my
You got
favorite
30
Gen
more
5
to go.
dragon type, but he's also my favorite Gen 5 dark type. And that's saying quite a bit, considering both types were treated ridiculously well in Gen 5. With the base stat total of 600, Hydrogon is one of the infamous pseudo-legendaries. Out of all the pseudo-legendaries, Hydrogon is my favorite
He's cool
by
looking.
far. Why? For a plethora of reasons. First off, Hydrogon probably has the most mythological emphasis of any Pokemon. It incorporates
I never
elements
had a
of both
Chromebook
the Hydra
before.
of Greek mythology and Yamata no
I'm just
Oro,
sick of their ads.
which are both mythological reptiles possessing multiple heads and wings. Although it has 5 fewer heads than that of Orochi, it's still
that's
very
cool.
similar. Hydrogon is a very odd case among the other pseudo-legendaries. First off, Hydrogon is the only pseudo-legendary Pokemon to not have attack as its highest stat. Instead, his strongest attack is Special Attack, which can reach a maximum of 383. Yep, that number again. Must be a magic number of some sort. Hydrogon also has a huge type arsenal. Hydrogon can learn moves belonging to 16 of the 17 types. The only type of move it can't learn is
Right.
Grass. Oh well. Being that Hydrogon has the unique typing of Dark and Dragon, it comes as no surprise that Hydrogon is a ridiculously violent Pokemon. With its vicious nature, Hydrogon uses all 3 of its heads to consume and destroy everything in its path. God damn.
I'm fucking with him.
Don't ever let your poor little Pikachu fight this thing, unless you want the poor little thing to get brutally mangled. Jesus. Hydrogon is awesome. Its type is unique, the stats are awesome, and its type coverage is ridiculous, making it more than worthy of being my favorite pseudo-legendary. You'd think that there could never be a more menacing dragon type than this. Well, guess again. Sweet Jesus, this Pokemon is simply kick fucking Being the third and
that one
final
looks
member
dope.
of the creation trio, Giratina is
That's the one he was
arguably
talking
the
about.
most creative Pokemon I've ever seen. All of you nostalgia fanboys underestimate Gen 4 so damn much. Lacking originality, huh?
Hey,
Well,
man,
how
fuck
about
your brain.
this? Which of these sounds more creative? A 5-foot-tall, fire-breathing lizard that can fly, yes, a lizard,
That-
not a
no.
dragon, or a 22-foot-long basilisk-like dragon with ectoplasmic tentacles attached to its vertebrae, capable of flying, changing forms, and manipulating all antimatter. If you said Charizard, you are clearly blinded by nostalgia. In addition to its huge amount of creativity, Giratina is also one of the most unique legends.
That's kind of an
ever.
unfair comparison.
For a start, Giratina is currently the
But
only
it's cool.
Dragon-type legendary that has a form difference.
I think
Now,
he's dope.
this will probably change in Black and White too, but for now, it's unique. Speaking of that, no other Pokemon has the same typing as Giratina either. Being a Ghost Dragon type,
probably huge,
Giratina
yeah.
makes full use of
Jesus
its ectoplasmic
Christ.
abilities and uses it to create strange teleportation rifts in both space and time, as well as the surface world we call Earth. With the power of the Grisius Orb, Giratina is able to alter both his power and appearance. He has two forms, both of them being awesome beyond belief. There's his altered form, a more defensive state in which he can hold his own
yeah,
against
bro.
numerous types. Then there's his origin
Jesus.
form, the master of the distortion form.
That's a cool
Origin
looking one.
form Giratina is more offensive than the altered form, but it's a little more vulnerable due to lower defenses. Giratina has the highest HP out of all legendary Pokemon, the total being 504. Now, don't go thinking that this is all he has. Oh no. Unlike some other high HP Pokemon, Giratina is very highly balanced. It differs between forms, but Giratina is superb in both defense
Oh, so he got,
and
yeah,
offense.
it did say he could change his
Giratina also has
forms
one
and
of the
stuff.
most kick-ass signature moves.
That's a
ever.
lit form.
Shadow Force. Shadow Force causes the user to vanish instantly and then reappear the next turn to cause massive damage. And the best part? Shadow Force can even penetrate both protect and detect. So if you're not in the air, underground, or underwater, Shadow Force is sure to cripple any Pokemon that is not normal.
Yo, that's lit.
All these awesome factors make Giratina my second favorite legendary dragon.
Enjoy your
So,
breakfast,
it is the
sir.
definition of holy shit.
Right now,
Oh my God.
Japan, but that is okay.
So many ads, bro.
Japan to me.
Shut up!
Starting off part 8 is arguably the most kick-ass fossil.
I might make it
ever.
10 more Pokemon before I knock out.
Being the second and final prehistoric Pokemon on this list, Kabutops comes
I
armed
love
with two
Kabutops.
massive blades that would make even Scyther blush. Using these sharp tools, Kabutops rips apart its defenseless prey and sucks their precious body fluids.
I'm trying not to.
What? Who in their right mind gave the series the ESRB rating of E for everyone? I mean, come on, that's some pretty violent action right there. But whatevs, I can dig it. Note to self: never say that again. Being Jason Voorhees' pet horseshoe crab, Kabutops is hands down my favorite prehistoric Pokemon. Why?
He said
Well,
Jason
let's sum up the
Voorhees'
reasons.
pet horseshoe
First
crab.
off, you know me. I
That
love
is a
some
wonderful
awesome
description.
things. Or in Kabutops'
And that is a dope
case,
Pokemon.
two sickles. These two sickles are Kabutops' main hunting weapons, as you would clearly imagine. Kabutops' attack can reach a maximum of 300
Oh, that's my favorite.
Compared to
I
other
never
fossil
picked the other
Pokemon
fossil,
like Metagross and Archeops,
Arma-
this is definitely nothing impressive.
Arma something.
But Kabutops has something that those two don't have. Defense.
Can't remember his other one because I never picked him.
Can reach a maximum of 339.
I had the
So, it's
Kabuto.
safe to know that Kabutops has both offense and defense. Now, let's talk origin. As I previously mentioned, Kabutops bears a resemblance to the horseshoe crab, an ancient arachnid that's commonly referred to as a living fossil. Not only that, but Kabutops also shares traits with Eurypterids, large sea scorpions from the Ordovician period. You just gotta love prehistory and all its fascinating secrets.
That's actually
Okay, now
pretty
come on with
interesting.
the shitty joke. Based upon its hunting behavior and its sickle-like hands, I'm surprised there hasn't been a creature feature deriving from this sort of thing. I mean, just
Armanite. That's what it was
an
called.
amphibious humanoid shellfish with huge sickles for weapons that rips people apart and sucks their bodies dry. Sounds like a pretty good B-movie plot, doesn't it? I think the Sci-Fi Channel just got their next weekend premiere. Someone make this movie. None of that CG bullshit, guys in rubber suits, cast Nathan Lane, give him a lightsaber, and call it Attack of the Fossil Fiends. I would